My brothers and sisters, what is going on, everybody? This is Steel Sermon in the house Wednesday night with another video. As always, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Instagram. Link in the description below. Pirates 8, Tigers 0 earlier this afternoon in Detroit as we come away with a two-game split of the Tigers. As I'm going to talk about, just give a quick recap and just my general thoughts on the team lately, as I know it was a split with Detroit, but as the title of this video implies, are these going to be little baby steps for the Pirates after such a slump that we've had? Because during that period, we went 1-11 in 12 games. And since then, we've won 2 out of 3. A Mother's Day win against the Baltimore Orioles, which also featured a masterful pitching performance by Mitch Keller. And then a bad day yesterday, a 4-0 loss to the Tigers, pretty much the complete opposite of today, as the offense just stalled once again, wasted opportunities, couldn't get on base. They were hitting the ball hard right to the defense. And just overall, the Pirates just had nothing go right for them. I'm not going to, lay into Luis Ortiz too badly because he's just a rookie and he just got called up and he has the rookie jitters with him and he needs some time. I still anticipate him to be, a really good starter for this rotation. And if he's a failed starter, then I see no reason to put him in the bullpen. But Luis Ortiz, I think, will be okay. Nothing to be concerned. So you go into today, Rich Hill takes the mound for us today, and with the lineup that we had, it was pretty easy to be pessimistic that Detroit would probably walk away with the 2-game sweep. Well, that wasn't the case, thankfully, as Rich Hill went the distance today. A one-hit shutout for Rich Hill today, striking out 7 Tigers and only allow 1 base hit, which was an infield single, the very first batter that he faced. Other than that, Rich Hill was perfect. Possibly the best start that he's ever had, and by far the best start that he's had in Pirates black and gold. A one-hit shutout, which featured that hilarious run to first base where he beat out Miggy for the put out at first base. That was pretty funny to watch right there. It was like 2 grandpas running over to first base. But other than that, Rich Hill just totally under control today, painting every single edge that he could find. His off-speed looked really sharp today. And he was just in command. He never lost his composure. He never gave in when the odds were against him. And he just found a way to work out of it, which is what the majority of this pitching has done for us this season. And it's the biggest reason, like I said a couple weeks ago, why we've won as many games as we have. So Rich Hill, definitely a great game. And the offense had their best game, believe it or not, since that 16-1 win over the Nationals to close out April. We win it 8-0. That was like I said, this is the most amount of runs that we've scored the entire month of May so far, and the most runs that we've had in a game since that Nationals game. Rodolfo Castro, great things happen when this guy starts at second base. Hit a solo homer, drove in another RBI. Then that big 7th inning came. McCutchen hit an RBI. Carlos Santana continues to do what he does and drive and runs. Connor Joe hit an RBI. Everybody just contributing. Even Austin Hedges, the whipping boy of this team. A double that drove in 2 and another RBI. I think the only two people in the entire lineup this afternoon that did not register a base hit were Ke'Bryan Hayes and Tupac Marcano. Other than that, everyone in the lineup contributed. And that's just what I want to see and what I hope to see moving forward with this team, where we can get back to that April vibe that we had, where we're getting on base, we're being aggressive, we're driving in runs, and we're taking advantage of opportunities. Because the biggest reason that we slumped for as long as we did, we were not taking advantage of opportunities. Today, we go 6 for 17 with runners in scoring position. That's pretty solid. 6 for 17 with runners in scoring position. When you get the runners on base, you have to make it count. And most of all, play small ball as well. Yes, I keep stressing this. I love home runs. I love the home runs that Jack Sawinski and McCutchen and Reynolds and Santana hit. I do. But at the end of the day, you get guys on base, all you have to do is drive them home. Singles and doubles baseball is my kind of baseball. And that's what the Buccos did today, man. Just a really good, team win today. And I think another big reason for why we've slumped for as long as we did in this month is simply due to the fact that when the pitchers were getting quality starts and when the pitchers were pitching well, they just did not get support. Today, Rich Hill got more than enough support. Kind of like his start against the Rockies that he had about a month ago, where we onslaughted them 14-3 in the first game of that 3-game set, which ended up being a sweep by us. If you can just spot your pitcher, I mean, you don't have to go out there, score 8 runs every single game. But what I am asking is you just spot your pitcher a couple runs with a lead. That alleviates a lot of pressure off of him, and he's able to just go in there and do his job. Because, like I said, this team wasn't scoring runs, and the pressure was felt on the pitchers. They were like, I can't make a mistake because I don't have a lead. I can't make a mistake because we're trailing in the game, and I know that the offense is stalling lately, and I'm not going to get any support to get back in this game. Today, Rich Hill was spotted a 2-0 lead by Austin Hedges. That takes a lot of pressure off of Rich Hill, and he's like, I have the lead. All I got to do is just go out there, get through maybe the 6th inning, and I'm in good shape to win this game. That's exactly what he did. Like I said, he only allowed 1 base hit total today, an infield single. And that was it. But, moving forward, and hopefully, like I said, as the title implies, I hope that these are just kind of baby steps moving forward with the Bucks to getting back on track to where we were in April. Getting on base, moving your guys up, not being overly assertive with base running, because that was apparent back in that Toronto series a couple weeks ago, where it seemed like we were really antsy with running the bases, and we just kind of tried to overdo it too much with the base stealing. Like, I still love the aggression, but it just kind of seems like teams are starting to pick up on who exactly is stealing bases with us, and they're getting prepared for it. So these things, you see, like, it's small things that other teams have caught on to with the Bucks for one of the reasons that we've slumped. It's very fixable. If you want to be aggressive, then you can find another way to be aggressive, like productive outs, sack bunting, sack flies. You do the basics right in baseball, you're going to be a solid team and you're going to have a solid foundation. And today was a really good first step with recovery for the Pittsburgh Pirates, with hitting the ball in the outfield, moving their guys up, and scoring them and hitting them with runners in position. Just a really good outing today for the Bucs. Great defense as well. And all I got to say is let's go home now because we got another tough one. The Arizona Diamondbacks are coming to town. They are a good team so far in the young season. You know, I think this is going to be a big test for both teams. Arizona, they were in first place for a little bit in the NL West. Now the Dodgers are starting to play like what everyone thought they'd be. But Arizona, you know, they're still in there. They're still a scrappy young bunch. And, you know, they have a history of giving us a lot of problems, especially in Pittsburgh. And then you got us. You know, we had a really bad slump for the majority of this month. And, you know, the month is only half over. You know, we could win. You know, we could start a nice stretch of going on, like, I don't know, a 6-4 stretch or a 7-3 stretch or whatever. There's still some May left, okay? We had a bad month so far, but there's still time to make up ground with it. And in my opinion, if the Pirates can finish May above 500, okay, not like 10 games over 500 or 6 games over 500. I'm just talking about if the Pirates can just finish up May with just being over 500. That has to be a W in my book, okay? Considering how this month went, considering the times we got swept, who we've been losing to, and the number of series that we dropped in this month, if we can finish May above 500 or even at 500, in my opinion, that's a W for us. So, again, you know, it's just small baby steps moving forward with the team to improve. Because at the end of the day, do I expect this team to win the NL Central? No. I mean, sure, the NL Central is incredibly weak, but I still don't expect us to win it. What I do expect us is to improve. Okay? And we had an incredible start to the season. Now we hit a bump in the road, but now we've taken 2 out of the last 3. Let's make it 3 out of 4 Friday night as we take on the Diamondbacks. And let's take that series against them. Let's win our first series in 3 weeks. Let's do this, man. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. This is Steel Sermon checking on out for the day. May God be with you all. Go Bucks.